Hi, everybody. In this video, I'm going to be taking us through the questions on the re-enrollment survey for AOH. Okay. Intent to return. Please complete all required areas by Friday, June 12th. Okay. Please remember that you do not have a seat for the fall term unless the registrar receives your responses to this survey. If you need help filling this out, please contact me or one of your other teachers, and they will be happy to go through it with you to make sure you get it all right, you get your spot booked, and you can rejoin us in the fall. First link, email address. You may put your school email, you may put your personal email. Contact information. Please enter your legal last name. Please enter your legal first name. Please enter your phone number. Next section is called Intent to Return. Do you intend to return to Academy of Hope, APCS, Adult Public Charter School, for the fall 2020 term? The fall 2020 term begins Monday, August 17th. So choose yes or no. Which location do you plan to attend? Ward 8 or Ward 5? Residency verification. Do any of the following living situations apply to you? Just before I read them, this question is really asking, do you have housing that's stable and safe? Or do you have a housing challenge that the school can help you with? So most of these are housing challenges. If you're not in that situation, you would choose the last option. None of these situations apply to me. What are some of the challenging situations that we have listed? Let's look. Doubled up. That means you're living with somebody, but it's temporary. Sheltered. That means you're living in a community or domestic violence shelter, transitional housing, or an emergency shelter hotel. Unsheltered. You are living on the streets in a building that's really not habitable fit for people to live in, or you're homeless right now. Or you're living at a hotel or a motel. So maybe your family or maybe an NGO, like a nonprofit, is paying for you to stay short-term at a hotel. So choose any of the situations that apply to you. If none of them apply to you, you say, none of the situations apply to me. Now we need to know, in general, if you're working. Are you unemployed or receiving disability? Yes or no? Are you currently working part-time? That's 25 hours or less a week, or maybe you work seasonally, so in the summer you're going to work, but in the fall you don't. So yeah. If you work full-time, which is more than 30 hours a week, the next question you'll put yes. We'd like to know who you work with or for. So in the next question, if you are working, you'll put the name of your employer. If you work for yourself, you can also type self. On the next question, tell us, when did you start working? Just a date. Now we come to the questions about returning to AOH. As Academy of Hope prepares for re-entry to our learning environment for fall 2020, we will continue our social distance efforts. Learners will choose to take classes either completely online or take a combination of online and in-person classes. If you choose to take a combination of online and in-person classes, you will be scheduled for in-person 2 days out of the week, and the other 3 days will be online. We are going to choose one time when you come into the school. So if you choose 9 a.m., that means that for any class that you take, math, reading, career, you're going to come in at the same time every day that you're assigned. So if it's 9 a.m., whenever you have live class, it'll be at 9 a.m. Okay? We're trying to make it very consistent so we have the correct number of people in the building and not too many germs crossing paths with too many people coming in and out. So whatever time you choose, that's what it's going to be. We're going to build a whole schedule around who wants to come at what time. That's what we'll do in this section, okay? So first of all, do you want to do online only? So all of your classes will be online and you will not come to the school? Or would you like to do a mix, online and in person? Which again is, you'll come in person to the school 2 days of the week and you'll be online 3 days out of the week. You'll choose one. Now, choose your preferred time for coming to class in the building, okay? If you said you want to do all online, you're going to skip all this and just click does not apply because you don't want to come to the building anytime. Otherwise, your choices are 9 to 10:30, 11 to 12:30, 1 to 2:30, 5 to 6:30, 7 to 8:30. Suppose that your first preference is full, too many people chose that time slot. When else works best for your schedule for you to come to class in the building? Don't choose the same time you chose for preference 1. Choose a different time that may work for you, just in case we can't give you your first choice class time. Again, if you don't want to come to class at all, in person, you'll choose does not apply. Next question, do you have a device for online classes? Yes, I have a laptop. Yes, I have a desktop computer. No, I do not have a device for online classes. If you borrowed a device from AOH, you're going to say, no, I do not have a device because you'll need to borrow it again in the fall. Please, for this question, don't count your smartphone or tablet as a device for online classes. Even though we know you can use those, we really prefer people have a large screen, a keyboard like a laptop or desktop. And so if you don't have one of those two tools, let us know. Do you have reliable internet access? That means that if you had a device, could it connect to the internet and get to your classes? Yes or no. If you borrowed a hotspot that makes Wi-Fi, this past semester, you probably don't have internet at home, and so you would choose that, no, I don't have internet, I need to borrow a hotspot. Okay, next section, next question. Do you have children or a child enrolled in a DC public or charter school? The same way that adult education schools have to deal with social distancing when we come back in the fall, the children's schools do too. And so we want to try to make sure that the schedules that you have as an adult student and that your children have as child students match each other and work well for your family, okay? So if you have a child who's going to be going back to school, we'll say yes, otherwise, no. If you do have a child enrolled or children enrolled in a DC school, do you know what group your child will be in for the fall? The group names are Group A, Group B, Group C, and Group D. Or, no, I don't know what group my child is going to be in. Or, no, I don't have a child enrolled at a DC public or charter school. If you have the group number or group name, this helps us coordinate your schedule and your children's schedule. Now, what classes are you interested in taking when you come to school? Check all that apply. I am interested in the following classes: math science, reading writing, office administration, certified nursing assistant, career pathways 101, and career development academy. The foundational courses are going to be the math and the reading. If you have the scores or the interest in going to office admin or one of the career classes, then you'll put that down as well. Oh, also computer certification, or it does not apply. And that, everybody, is the last question. So once you answer that, you'll hit submit. And you'll get a nice screen saying, thank you, the registrar got your response. All right, good luck. See you all soon and in the fall.